Hey everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory 1.2, where we are taking another crack at doing a desert start. And I apparently thought the best way to do a desert start was to bury myself into literally the farthest corner at the Sarlacc pit. I don't know what they actually call it, but to me, this is going to be the Sarlacc pit. However, that being said, it's not bad here. Nothing really super great, but honestly, not a bad starting point. Okay, so just to kind of, for those of you who are not been here for a bit, and missed the first episode, yes, I am restarting in Satisfactory 1.2. We completed Satisfactory 1.1. We sent all our space elevator stuff up. We saw the colony ship get assembled. We saw it get warped out and go bye-bye, and we got all the congratulations, and Ada was nice for a moment, and you know, all the fun things happened for the 1.1 or 1.0 continued playthrough. But we got 1.2, and 1.2 had some changes made to it. One of those was randomed nodes. Now, the nodes that you see here, the nodes themselves as the concept of a node have always existed, but what these nodes are has been shuffled, and that's why I have an oil patch, a SAM ore, a copper, and an iron ore all surrounding here, which quite frankly is not bad. It's not going to do us a lot of major manufacturing, but it's going to be a good little starting location. There should be just enough for me to kind of get started, I think, especially because that is a pure node. At least if I'm remembering from last week, that is a pure node over there. Now, that's one of the things that I don't really have is a lot of access to pure, but, you know, we're going to make do with it. But that's okay, because one of the big things that they changed, and one of the things that I'm actually really quite... Can I get back up there? Quite excited about, damn it, I fell off and now I can't get back up. Excited about 1.2 is they completely and finally, I don't even have any concrete. They revamped how trucks and trucks work. Literally, we have proper truck pathing for getting them from point A to point B now. So just like with our trains and rails, you can just use splines and lay down your paths. We can now do that with our trucks, which is absolutely terrific, and I really want to work with that. So that's kind of what the overall plan is I think I really want to start playing and leaning into using trucks and using tractors. I actually really do like using trucks and tractors. I think, you know, running roads and stuff like that is fun. I like the trains as well. The trains are great for long distance, but, you know, sometimes you just want to go a short distance. And quite frankly, you know, conveyors are just boring. So I'm going to really kind of lean into transportation. And as we go through, you'll start seeing what it is that I'm going to do. However, for right now, though, the only thing I'm concerned about is basically getting enough materials going so that we can actually start up on our home base. So what I want to focus on today is getting some drills set up on these nodes over there. That's my limestone node over there for concrete. I think that is only a normal one, which is going to be a little disappointing because concrete does not go far. You can see, you know, you get 45 limestone, but you only get 3 or 15 concrete, so it's, you know, really crappy relationship. But I want to tap into whatever copper I have. I want to get a mine on whatever iron I have, and then kind of working my way from there. Now, as far as doing trucks and stuff over here, it's not going to be really horrible, mainly because I do have a coal node right there as well, so we can even start off on coal power or coal for our tractors. I've got all the water in the world back there, so it's not a great location, but it's not a super horrible location. Kind of really bringing back to when we started way off in the distance, so many moons ago, where we had the stuff. It was just, yeah. So Yeah, that's what we're working on today. And the nice thing about this playthrough compared to the previous one is that, yeah, we can take our time here. So we really are, I really am going to focus more on the factory, kind of playing with the tractors and stuff like that. Just playing with the things that are within the game, as opposed to being focused on getting that space elevator done because, you know, we've done it now. Okay, let's get to work. So you can see here that I've got a bin here that is currently empty, but it's going to feed for copper ingot. You can see here I've got this one here is feeding some iron currently, just making me some iron ingots. So I have some things that I can do. So let me do a quick fill up of copper as well. I am also... yeah, let's grab some. I need to get some limestone. Okay, let's go get some limestone. Whee! What's over here? Oh, that's my copper ore. Let's grab some copper on our way through. We'll grab that. And you can see that that is a normal node, so that's not terrible. But I do have the other copper off on the other side there. So between the two, that should give me about pure. This is a little disappointing in the fact that it is only a normal node, so that might make my life a little bit more difficult. And the next, where is my next limestone? Yes, thank you. I know you're there. Yeah, see, 679 meters away. 860. Yeah, so they're quite distant, so they're going to take a little bit of effort to get back here. But again, that's okay, because that's the whole point, is that we want to use our trucks and tractors. Okay, let's get her up here. Let's throw the copper. If I was a copper ore, I'd be right there, There we go. I didn't do this very organized and very well, so I'm going to move this at some point. So yeah, that's what I want to do, is I want to get these guys here actually put someplace where I can do some good with them, and not just sitting in my back porch here. This is what should be for things like my MAM and all that other fun stuff. Okay. Pardon me, nasty tickle in the old throat. Okay, so what do I need to make these miners? Right now, I need concrete foundations, which means I need concrete. So let's see if we've gotten any concrete out of this yet. Oh, whopping 9 bags. Woo! Let's get this put in. Also gonna need to set up power at some point as well. Automatic gatherers really would be awesome. I am running no mods. This is all pure vanilla. I haven't, not that I have anything against mods. I may or may not add mods, but there's so many good things in the game. I'm kind of sticking with vanilla for now. They've got the game really well balanced, the dev team at Coffee Stain. That, you get what you need kind of when you need it. And it's an incredibly well organized game. The entire progress is about starting off at a reasonable pace and then going from there. Okay, so I'm putting this down here so I can see that I can build some more portable miners. I do not want portable miners. What I do want is drills. So let's go here into our production. And let's order ourselves up an iron, a limestone, and a copper. Okay, so you can see that I need 3 portable miners, 15 iron plate, 30 iron plate and 30 concrete. The iron plates. Let me go get some of the ingots from this container over here. So you can see I got myself some lots and lots of good stuff for there. So we can make up our iron plate. Bingity, 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 bing. Now, I am just letting it run on the iron plate here because I do want a whole bunch of it. Because I want to make sure to start off right from the get-go when I put these miners down, make sure that there are foundations underneath them. So we're going to make sure we have all the iron plate that we're going to need. Let me go grab whatever more concrete has been made, which is not much. Maybe that will be the first one I do, is lay the miner for that down. Now, the portable miner I need is already over there, so that's not a big deal. Okay, let's head over there. And see what we can do. So yeah, that's going to be my copper mine. There's already a miner on there. That angle's really interesting. I wonder what the hell that's going to work. All right, so here's the miner that we will be utilizing. So we'll just pick up the miner. That'll also give us all the limestone that's in there. Let us grab one of these. I'm going to hold down control keys, so I'm making sure that we're snapping to the world grid. And we'll lay down 1, 2, 3, and 4. That should get me through enough that I can now put this miner down and lay you down flat like so. And there goes all my concrete. Yay. Okay, and let's head back. We'll deposit the limestone that I have in my pocket. And yet, this is the typical early game blues, chasing the limestone. Because, yeah, limestone is always the thing you're waiting for that concrete. So, to this playthrough is absolutely no different. Let the process off the one, and then I can throw that last one in there. Okay, we'll get that concrete churning out. We need to get power over there. Now, everything that I'm putting down now is in very all likelihood going to get removed at some point in time. Because, well, you know, we're not really doing a super organized thing here. Okay, let's get power from here. Will it reach? Yes, it will. So it'll reach. Oh, no, it won't. Wire too long? Okay, that's fine. Let's just snap that down there. We'll plug into this one for the now. And we can head over to here. And again, need concrete. This is why the early game is nothing but chasing that concrete monkey. Because everything needs concrete. I mean, absolutely everything needs concrete. Okay, let's get back up into here. Yeah, I really want to get this stuff off of my porch here. What do I got? A whole whopping 19 bags. Woo, I'm rich. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get that producing. Now, I could just directly plug it in, but I want to get a power pole over here. So I'm going to have more than one thing here. So first thing I'm going to do is let's just get that limestone producing. So I am getting 60 per minute, which, you know, ain't great. Let's get a couple of foundations here. And is once again it for my concrete. But I'm at least producing some limestone now. Yeah, we can get that up by getting in and start our man research. So we'll start collecting up our slugs and we'll start getting all that analyzed. I got a couple of slugs back at the base, at least one yellow one I saw I had in my inventory that I deposited. I might have some more. I'll have to double check from last week. But yeah, we have to run the slug man, make sure we start getting our overclocks and stuff like that so we can start generating some more. All right, run back. So again, just looking for the concrete. Not going to worry about making the portable miners because obviously I have the portable miners because, you know, they're sitting right there. In fact, I have one more portable miner than I have locations I can put miners on. Really want to get myself a little bit more of a secured. Okay, let's get the little bit of limestone that I did pick up into this machine here, and we'll grab that whole whopping 14. And honestly, let's just do this. Let's actually remove this guy already. And no, you can stay plugged in because you need to be. And let's race over here and let's just get that machine plugged in and producing concrete. And then we're gonna head to the hub and let's see if what we can work on for our tech. All right, how much concrete have I got? Not much. And it doesn't matter which one you use, whether it's the 1 meter, 2 meter, or 4 meter, it's the same amount of concrete. I mean, granted, I have limestone in there, but okay, let's drop our constructor that we're gonna need down. I'm gonna put it and center it right there. You're full. Well, that's all right. I'll just take that. I'll process that now by hand. But in the meantime, let's get you plugged in using our straight functionality. Get you plugged in and get you producing concrete. All right, so making 60. That's using 45. Wow, super freaking efficiency there. So I can have 1 1/3 of these machines, so 1.3 of them. Yeah, not a great output, which means I need to start running. So I want to get, yeah. So once I get some of the basics set up, just to make sure I have a continual production on this stuff here, let's start getting in here with, let's see if we can get a couple of foundations for here. Nope, because what am I missing? Concrete. Of course I am. Oh, I missed my blade runners already. Wow, that a whopping 11 concrete, man. Well, I guess I can throw that in there. Let's just clean that up. And grab that one. Okay, let's see if this is going to be enough to get me my copper foundations down. I guess I can turn the flashlight on. And again, I'm going to make sure we're operating on the grid. Let's see. Hold down to control. Press E. That's the 1 meter, 2 meter, 4 meter. Let's put down the 2 meter. Just like that. Nope, not you. Let's pick this guy up. So we'll pick up the miner. And oh, I need to go grab some more. I'm gonna take this one out and put a ramp in just again for now, just so we can get up there a little easier. All right, what do you got in there? You've got 13. I probably should also think about getting every time I grab some concrete for something, I realize I got to do something else. Oy, oy, oy. Pain's a pain. All right, let's put this storage container in there. At least it doesn't use any concrete, just so I have some place for my for those guys to happily exit. All right, let's see what we got. Let's grab that old whopping 7 bags. And let's get our copper machine hooked up. I'm going to take these guys out of here because I let the 2 meter set the pattern, but I'm going to make sure I'm going to use the 4 meter because what that's going to do is just, you know, get it into the ground here so it doesn't look like the magic floaty platforms that everyone absolutely loves. Okay, production, miner, turning lovely shade of blue, which means it is, in fact, finding the ore. And again, I'm out of concrete. So let's grab some more bags here. At a whopping 12. I almost think what I'm going to need to do is do a massive, is do a quick run around the neighborhood. Do things like gather up some biomaterial and stuff like that. What was I doing? I was doing something over here. I was putting in another one of those and another one of those. I'm gonna pick this guy up. That's gonna shut down my concrete production very temporarily, but that's all right, because we were just gonna go right away. Right away. Grab that power line. Yeah, I do have enough concrete so that I can at least put one extra power pole there. And up back to here. And there we go. And then we can plug you in. And get you back on the main grid. And once again, we can see that we're going to be pulling in 60 per minute of the copper, which is just hunky-dory. Now, the only problem that I'm going to see here is, well, it's not really a problem, it's just a bit of an inconvenience. God, these foundations are expensive. I really don't want to be slapping just things on the ground here. How many we got? We got 13. Woo. Okay, I'm going to go over here. Let's collect up all of the copper production stuff that I've got over here. So we'll grab this container. We'll grab that constructor. We'll grab that container. Or a smelter, not a constructor. I'm just going to pick these guys up temporarily just so I can have the concrete from them. Iron's not doing anything, but I've got lots of iron ingots, don't I? Yeah, I've got a few hundred. That's good. Okay, so I want to get a smelter set up just to start cranking out the ingots. So I want to put that down there. We'll bring a ramp so that we can get above the dunes. So smelter and container. Okay, let's get our smelter in right here. So smelter, because it is a smelter that we need for the coppers and to making the ingots. Let's make sure you're going in the right direction, just like that. Grab our belt and plug you in. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. None of this stuff I think is going to be here for a super long amount of time. So a little bit of just, weirdness is just fine. Okay, make me the copper ingots. You don't have any power because I haven't plugged you in yet. So let's put a power pole right here and we'll plug you in and get you working. All right, so yeah, again, I got a ton of ingots already. So copper, I don't think I'm going to be worried about for a while. I might actually... You know what? I'm going to take you away. We're going to put... Yeah. Okay. Okay, I've got the concrete for it. Instead of doing that, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to grab a constructor here because two things you make out of copper, at least at this stage of the game. The one is cable, and the other is copper wire. The interesting thing is that cable is made from copper wire. Oh, I need copper wire. So that's about the only thing I need to worry about. So we can just go right into there, straight into that machine there. Tell it to start making me the old wire that I'm going to need. If I need cable, I'll make my own cable, and I will need cable because these use cable. There we go. And there goes my power. All right, so the question is did I run out of power or did I run out of fuel? Because I am just running the one Jenny right now, I think. Let me have a look here. Let me get a foundation underneath here just so I can walk through. Yeah, no fuel. Yeah, so you've got fuel. I am just literally overstraining the system. All right, so let's bring up the next generator. You guys daisy chain? No, you don't. So we're going to get rid of this power wire. We'll grab you and we'll drop a post right there. Let's get you all plugged in. Let's go make some or gather some biofuel. So if I look in here, lots of biomass. Lots of biomass. So I've got some goodies here I can start the man research on, like Sam or the Mercer Fears, because I really want to get that storage depot up and running. But for now, let's get that in there. And that in there. And then we can turn our power back on. And away we go. All right, so what have I got for max production? Well, I'm currently producing 21 megawatts. Oof. You two connected? Capacity of 40 megawatts, but I'm only producing... Oh, that's because bio burners. Right, okay, so what was throwing me off here is that really only bio burners only produce the exact amount of energy that they need. I can go up to 40 megawatts, but right now I only need this amount. My max capacity or consumption is 26 for all the machines. If everything was running, is 26 megawatts. But my current consumption is only 17.2. My maximum capacity, so as long as these two numbers are higher than their equivalent on the other side, everything's fine. So as long as my production is above my consumption, and, you know, not as critical, but, you know, still thing to keep in mind is my capacity is above my max consumption. All right, so that's got me powered back. So we can run back over to the copper here. Already we're starting to see that the base is starting to look not quite so just wilderness. That's the power of just dropping a few machines in, which is just fine. Okay, let's get a container. Oh, look at that. Here I'm going into my menu and I got a container right here. Let's see. We'll hit H, figure out where we're going to put this little fella. Maybe we'll go that way one. No, we'll come back by one. Let's just center him on the foundation. We can't center him on the foundation, so we're not going to center him on the foundation. We'll center him on right there. That way we can just go boop, and we'll go boop. He's being awfully free with the concrete he doesn't have a lot of, but that is the way it is. All right, let's start dumping the wire into there. Speaking of concrete, let's go grab another load. Yeah, I mean, it is a crying shame that we're leaving 15 behind. Ooh, there we go. That's a decent amount. But one of the things we're going to need to do is get our splitters and mergers before we can kind of expand there a little bit, which is exactly what I'll be doing. And then we can go look at what the next thing out of here is that we're going to need. How are we doing here? Okay, we're doing fine here. Let's see what we do actually need. What does field research give me? So field research gives me the map. Gives me the MAM, gives me the scanner, 3 extra inventory slots, and it gives me a hard drive? Oh, that's interesting. Part assembly, obstacle clearing. Logistics Mark II. Do I have my splitters and stuff already? Did I get those? Oh, I do. Oh, awesome. I already have my splitters. Here I'm thinking I have to go get them. Should probably have checked that at some point. So let's run back over to here. Now, I can't tune the machines yet until I unlock it in the MAM. And that's going to require, like I said, sluggies. But if I can get... Did I screw myself? No, I don't think I did. So let's go here. Not that menu. We're going to go into this menu here. We're going to go logistics. Hey, look at that. Conveyor merger. Let's put the splitter on toolbar 7 here. And let's set you to a merger. Conveyor merger. There we go. Let's try and get you to fit on your... I'm going to have to move this. Let's move that container. That's okay. I can just put the concrete into my inventory. Just because I didn't think I was going to be doing this right away, but it turns out I am. So we are going to point you, Mr. Splitter. We want Mr. Merger. We're going to point Mr. Merger. Which way? We're going to point Mr. Merger that way. And make sure you're all nice and lined up. Yeah, you are. We're going to grab that container again. And we're going to line you up. Let's do some belts into there. Let's grab another constructor, put you there. And then we can belt things up. I'm actually going to take this belt out of here. We'll let the concrete kind of build up for a moment. Can't really line it up with that. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to line you there. We can plug you using default into there. Plug you into there. So that's going to take care of that. I probably have a bunch of limestone on me, so I can deposit that into there. We'll grab you. I'm just gonna throw that into there because I can take the belt and we can go boop boop and right like that. Of course, I am gonna have to expand the foundation here just a touch. Maybe like that. Bring it up there. And we can go like that. And missing iron plate. Okay, well, that's fine. We can do that. As long as I can get that done, that is cool. But I won't be able to build the belt. Okay. How much are you using? So you're only using 30. You're putting out 60. So we can, yeah, so you can see we already have some room for expansion here. Which is terrific, and as long as I got my splitters and mergers, that will work out for me. Okay. Let me go make some steel plate here. Let me also put a ramp in over here. I'll just steal the materials from that one so I can put the ramp in. Let's build out our steel plate. Or iron plate. I don't know why I have this thing about calling these guys steel when they're nothing but iron. All right, let's grab a stack of those. And make some steel plate. Do, 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 do. Do, do. I don't need that copper there, so I'll throw it in the trash. I've got so many ingots in here. What shall I do with all of them? I think I'll make me some copper wire because I can. It fell apart in the last little bit there. Okay. I'm not making the wire for any particular reason besides the fact that I'm carrying 4 stacks of freaking ingots there. So I'm just going to get, turn those into something. I can make 1 iron rod. Let's get rid of that 1 iron ingot. There we go. All right, that's, you know what? Good enough. Let's do what we came to do. Which was, I don't know, connect up that second limestone. That's what I was doing. All right, you are full because I can't get copper going fast enough, but that's going to be fine. Yeah, clearly, I mean, I haven't started any of the steel production yet, but we'll get to that very, very shortly. Can I put you there now? Yes, I can. Can I put another one here? Yes, I can. That means I can now grab this belt here and throw you into there. All right. Okay, so as you can see here, so far what I've kind of got going on here, and this is a little bit of kind of what the overall plan is going to be for this playthrough and how I want to approach everything, is that I've got, you know, all this kind of contained limestone. I've got my copper all kind of being done. I'm going to be making centralized manufacturing, because remember, I want to focus more on transportation. I really want to use the transportation and the pathing because, you know, trucks. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have like 1 iron manufacture, like 1 iron smelting plant. All of the iron that I'm ever going to use is going to go through 1 plant, which means I am going to have to transport the iron to that plant. How much do you use? You use 30 wire. How many ingots am I giving you? Yeah, copper is just gonna need to do major copper expansion. So you know what? Let's ignore you for now. So yeah, so what I'm thinking of doing is like having just a giant iron manufacturing plant, a giant copper, and this is not the location I'm just doing, this is general indicator. Giant, you know, just a big copper smelting, big limestone production, and then everything else getting moved in. So I do kind of want to move my way through the tech reasonably quick here as much as possible. So I think I'm just going to make a giant freaking mess. We'll kind of keep things a little bit segregated from each other so I'm not stepping on whatnot. But yeah, I think I want to keep otherwise everything as spread apart as possible. Okay, cool. Concrete is concreting. We're getting as much as we can out of the 2 machines. So I can now start focusing in on my iron production. I just got so many copper ingots I don't know what to do with now. Okay, so let's just make sure our fuel stays full. There we go. Now the only kind of disadvantage right now is that it does mean I'm running back and forth a lot here. Nothing super convenient, but you know what? That motivates me to get to the dimensional depots. One of my favorite things so far, I honestly, off of the last, the 1.0 release, I don't even remember if it was 1.0 or 1.1, but whenever the dimensional depot, yeah, love the dimensional depot. That just made building things so much easier. Health is fine. I don't want to carry that in my hand anymore. The most useless weapon on this planet. Okay, so got the concrete. Got the iron rod. Yeah, okay. Let's go set up our iron smelting. And I should be able to get plates and... because we are dealing with a pure node here, so I should be able to get both plate and rod going, and even possibly screws. Okay, just get a point where I can see, grab our foundation. Let's start with a 1 meter foundation. Again, I'm holding control key down. We're gonna put in a foundation. We're gonna put in a foundation, want foundation. Just like that. Now, if we grab our miner, that just sounds so freaking wrong. Bad joke. Really, really horrible bad joke. You know, there are laws against that. Stop it. No. Inappropriate. Try not to. No. Stop it. Okay. So you making me 120 iron ore a minute. Let's get some more foundations here. Yeah, I can afford these. I don't really, and let's not be super wasteful. Like so. So I also was thinking of eventually putting my home base kind of just, pardon me, over kind of arching, like basically building an arc over top of and perching the MAM and all that fun stuff right above the Starlight pit here. Didn't mean to bring that out. That is not what I meant to do. That is not what I meant to do. That is what I meant to do. There's a bush down there. Okay. Let's do this. Let's take these guys out of here. Let's grab the ramp. I'm gonna build just a single ramp. And then we'll come up to here. Now, in my logistics, did I get the lifts? Don't remember. I think I have my lifts. Yes, I do have my conveyor Mark 1 lifts. Okay. That's good. So we are going to want, how many of these do I need? Well, let me get a few more of these down. Oh, I'm out of iron plate. Okay, well, let's head back to Zamam. And clamber over the rocks, trying not to break an ankle. Go grab some more of these. I think I'm just going to pull this stuff off because I can use the resources. You know what? Let's just take all of this stuff out. Pardon me. Nasty tickle in my throat. All right. I'm just going to redirect some power just a little bit here. Like that. There we go. So now I have a little bit of place to place my MAM and all that other fun stuff. Now, I came over here for a reason. I came over here to make iron plate. So let's make up some iron plate here. Got a crap ton of ingots to do so with. So, bangy, go Mr. Hammer. And we just sit here and wait for them to get made. I'm not going to sit here and make all of them. Just, yeah, that should be enough. All right, let's go back here. First thing I want to do is let's have a look here. And, of course, let's make sure, you know, I think I'm going to bring these up just one more level of ramp. Like that. Then we'll grab our foundations. Everything's going to be just a little floaty. You know, look at my magic floating foundations for the first little bit here. Until I can start also collecting my tickets. So, yeah, awesome shop needs to be unlocked. There's just so much to do. So, yeah, this is an interesting, you know, always an interesting dichotomy for me is the early game is kind of it's both the most fun and the most frustrating. And by that, I mean, you know, having like better ramps and stairs and stuff like that is always a pain in the neck. And then you got to do your initial awesome shop and, you know, getting your awesome tickets. And it's such a slow grind, but, you know, kind of laying down and getting that first organization is also the meat and potatoes of the game. So it's also, yeah, this game is a very complex, very nuanced entity, which is, you know, why I've been playing it for the many hours that I've put into this thing. All right, how many do we use? To make a copper ingot, I need 30 per minute, which means I can actually do 4 smelters. So let's see how many smelters I can get in here. Do I want to just go bang, bang, bang side by side? I think maybe. What if I put a smelter there? And then I put that there? No. Okay, you know, not really quite the nice even number, is it? You know what? I'm just going to put them 1 per foundation. Just stick to what works. So we'll go 1. Now I can put 4, but I don't think I need the 4 just yet. So what do I need? I need iron plates, iron rod, and then I need screws, which are iron rod going into screws. So that's 90 iron that I'll be using. And then down here, G does nothing. Wrong game again. We'll go to a logistics. We'll push that, and I'll put that onto 5. So we can grab one of these guys here. I'm going to put one down temporarily. I'm going to grab a splitter. And we'll put you right there. And now I can take this out of here, and we can just go bink, and that's connected. Likewise, we can go here. No. I'm going to actually move that back by 1. And you'll see why in a moment. There you go. Okay, so let's get rid of this guy here. Let's put it back in. And yeah, you can see how it kind of pops into place, and I get that little dink. That means it's lined up. We can come down here with this one now, put you into place. And this is why I moved everything, is so that I can get this nice clean 90 degrees. Because everything must be, I mean, I am literally every intention of pulling every last bit of this out of here. And just have, what do you mean just go straight? Thank you. But until then, I still like to keep things tidy. You know what? Let's do this. Just so I have kind of ease of moving around, and it just looks better and feels better. Okay. So now we've got our 3 smelters. You're making iron ore. You're making iron ore. And you are, in fact, making iron ore. Let's connect power to all of them. So, can I daisy chain? Oh, please, can I daisy chain? Yeah, see, we're supposed to be able to daisy chain, so I'm guessing that's something I'm going to have to unlock. But man, that is not something I should have to wait for. Why can I not daisy chain? I don't know. But really would be nice. Just meaning I can go machine to machine without having to put power poles in between. I think that will be a lot more convenient. In fact, I know it'll be a lot more convenient, because this is incredibly inconvenient having to put a pole down for everything. It's not so bad when you're just, you know, kind of out in the open here, but once you start getting to internal factories, power management, one connection per machine gets to be a bit of a pain in the neck. Okay, can we go all the way back to there? Yes, we can. Everybody's hooked up now. You got power. You producing yet? No, but you will be very shortly. All right. Okay, Okay, so let's give myself a little bit of expansion over here. Because you should be making, you know, I'm just going to throw this iron ore in here for now. Thank you. Because it is taking a while to distribute. Now I can literally, oh, wait a minute, that is a problem. Ouch. Shoot. So the problem is that I need to get my Mark II belts. I need to get this up to 120, because right now these belts can only do 60. And if each of the, yeah, I don't have enough. Okay. Emergency, emergency. We need to do our Mark II logistics. Not in that bench, we don't. In this bench, we do. All right, let's do the very quickly here. I can do all of this stuff manually. We can throw some of those in, some of those in, some of those in, some of those in. That's a lot of concrete. All right, how many things can I make? How many reinforced iron plates do I need? I need 11. Okay, so let's make 11 of these. Add to the to-do list. And reinforced iron plate. 11 of those. Let's just round it up to 15, so I have a few extra. So I'm going to need 84 iron plates and 168 screws. Okay. Plus the 300 there. So let's start making some iron plate. This is going to take a while. Actually, you know what? ADHD Satisfactory. I may not be getting the full amount in these machines. They're all going to be running at just slightly lower performance, but at least at the moment, for the time being, for this intersection, missing reinforced iron plate. Of course, I just used all my iron plate. How many do I need for 3 constructors? 1, 2, 3, 4 constructors. Okay, so we're going to have to get some of those. Okay, so let's make up some iron rod here. Get a reasonable supply. I mean, I'm going to need 300, but for now, we can just make some more screws. That gets me to these reinforced iron plates, where I need 8 of them. Will I be able to get... Ooh, look at that. Just be able to get all 8 of them perfectly. Need some cable now. Fortunately, I have a lot of wire on me. Also got a crap ton of copper or ingots. Okay, that should allow me to build my 4 constructors. Why do I need 4 constructors? Well, I need 4 constructors because I want to automate the plate, the rod, the screw. So we are going to need to put a constructor. Who stopped and why? Who knows? Let's get you lined up and right there. Nice and tight and close. Right there. Right there. And one more step out. Right there. Okay. So, iron rod. Go for. Oh. Need foundation. Don't have foundation. Don't have concrete. rod, and iron plate. Okay, and then we can just throw that into there. Let's get some belts running here. Like so. And like so. Gonna need to do the power thing again. So, power pole. I gotta go get some concrete. We really wish I had faster movement. Blade Runners. Now, there is Caterium around here somewhere. Oh, I don't even have enough to do that. There is Caterium around here somewhere. I did find some. I had no way of marking it. So we will have to find it again. But yeah, I think we are going to have to do some wandering around today. I mean, so far, yes, I also need to get power set up. So much to do. What am I over here for? I'm over here for concrete. Yeah, see, you're probably running at really low. You're running at absolutely no power. What happened to my power over here? Huh? No power? Oh. Yep, no power. What I want to do here, let's just kind of move some things around. What am I missing? Missing wire, missing concrete. Well, I know I have concrete in here. Ooh, 259. I know I have wire over here. Guys, that's what this guy's been doing and is continually to do. So we can grab some of those. There we go. Also be able to do a cable setup over in that location. And these are just enough trickling to hopefully keep me in production. The limestone really is this slowing down point. Let's move that power pole. So I'm just going to kind of jigger the power lines here. We'll put that one there. We'll put that one there. And then we can go into there and into there. There we go. Okay. But I would like to get this up to at least 90. What a weird number, 45 for those. Anyway. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're grabbing whatever concrete happens to be lying over here. We were working on iron products. What are you using? You're using 30. See, you're only using 15. So, I mean, I do have lots of resources. I could, yeah, you know what? Things aren't really as tight as bad as I thought. Not big production, but again, I'm not looking for big production right now. I am looking for just enough production to keep me moving forward. Okay, where were we over here? We were, trying to jump up. Okay, so I was needing to put a power pole right in here. And then we are going to kind of hop our way through here. Put one there, which is going to go into that machine. Oop. We're going to put one here, which is going to go into that machine. We are going to put another one right. And there goes my power. Yep, one emergency after another. That's what we're going to be dealing with. All right. Yeah, so you can see my max. What happened here is I literally ran out of generation. My max capacity is now 55, and unfortunately, my max capacity is in fact only 40, which means just those two little guys there are not going to be sufficient. For temporary purposes, missing iron plates. Let's go make some iron plate. I got a few ingots on me. And mind you, I know where I can get lots more. So we're going to grab some more iron plate here. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so we're just going to go into our power, and we're going to get our biomass burner. Nice thing, again, biomass burners are piped in now, so I can build up a little bit of an automated plant, which is what I'm going to do. Hopefully be able to, once I get all this stuff settled up, I'm going to go run over to where I do have my biomatter and sell up a little automated, as much as you can when it comes to, yeah, stop talking, put the damn thing down. No, not like that. No, not like this. And get a little bit of kind of as much automation as possible in these guys. Where is the front on these? Oh, I guess that is the front. Okay, well, that's fine. Well, you can be front. That power pole is full. So let's do this and this. Actually, let's just rework some of this. So we're going to come to here. Put that into there. We'll come to here, and I'll just use the nudge to kind of embed it into the rock. Yeah, sure. Which you can go into there, and then you can continue on to there. You can go to there, and then into there. All right, how we doing on your biomass? Yeah, you still got lots. Oop. Let's grab some more of the biomass right out of there. And we can throw some into you. Turn our power back on, and that should now get me back up to, yeah, got me up. That has me at 70 now, so not a lot, but hopefully that'll keep me going, because everything is plugged in. That should be plugged in. So I think that is more or less stabilized power. Da-da-ba-ba. Now, I don't have a sorter yet. That's going to require a little bit more fanciness, and I think that's going to be on the quartz man branch. You made me plate? You've made me plate. How sweet of you. You made me iron rod? You've made me iron rod. How sweet of you. You are making me screws? You've made me some screws. How sweet of you. Awesome. Okay. So, press number 6, bring up a container. You need a place to put all of this newfound riches. So we'll put that there. We'll put... I can't see where you're sitting. We need to move you over by 1. We'll put that one there. I need some iron plates. Look at you, already got 14 in there. Look at you with your 10. Look at you boys go. All right. Let's hit you down there. We can then do our zooping, and then we can put our screw container there. All right. And then now we can just go pluggy, pluggy. Pluggy, pluggy. That's me why I'm saying it that way. And plug you into there. All right. So we have limestone being produced. We have copper. Almost copper being produced. I'm going to set up cable now. So we're going to need another constructor. I want to make sure I have the parts for that, which means I need to make a couple of reinforced plates, which I don't have the stuff for, but that's easy enough to do. We'll run back over to here. Hey, look what I'm going to have in here. 22. A whole whopping 22. Got 16 of those. And I got some screws. Okay. And back we go. All right. Reinforced iron plate. I can make a whopping 3. But you know what? I need more than that. I do actually need quite a bit more than that. How many constructors do I need? How many do I need? Let's build one temporarily. Let's build some cable. All right, let's figure out how many I am going to need here. So I'm just going to put a constructor down. So for the constructors, I need one to go from cable, which is going to be 60 wire a minute. How much wire do you make? You make 30 wire. So to make my cable, I actually need 2. So 3 to make cable. Which shouldn't be a problem. That can easily support 2, copper right there. 2 smelters. Yeah, because I'm already producing almost enough just out of a single smelter. Because you're using 15 per minute. And I think you're making 30. I'll figure it out in a minute. Yeah, there's so much to do. Sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming of what your next step is going to be. The little flashing lights over there is just because the machines are backing up, so that's nothing to be overly concerned about. Now, I kind of want to get the power going, so I need 1 for that and 2. So I need 2 for those. So how much biomass do you dump? You're going to dump me 60. You're going to dump me 300. So that'll actually feed quite a few of these things because you're only using 10 per minute. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so let's just focus on that. So let's just concentrate right now on power. So we're going to go 1, 2. Let's order up, say, 4. Sure. We'll start with 4 for now. Logistics-wise, we're going to need a merger and 2 splitters. Okay. Let's go collect up some material. And then throw as much iron plate. So we're just going to grab as much of the iron plate as we are producing. I almost want to set up a second iron plate production. Yeah, because you're taking in 30 ingots. You're producing 30 ingots, so that's a 1-to-1. I do actually still have. I have the overhead. I could put in 1 more smelter driving iron plate, because iron plate is a very frequently used thing, especially right now in my foundations. No, do I? I'm only doing 60 iron right now, right? I can't think about the 120 because, objective. Logistics Mark II. So I want to get the power. Yeah, so I'm just going to focus on the power. I'm going to have to run a crap load of power lines, which means I should make a crap ton more cable. Pow wow, pow wow. Sorry, that's what the rhythm was reminding me of. Not that I just suddenly had some sort of aneurysm or... Well, probably did actually have some sort of mental breakdown, but that's neither here nor there. Oh. Okay, Concrete. Come, Mr. Concrete, give me your good stuff. Like concrete, it is hard. That sounded very much like a different statement. 234. Okay, how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? All right, so I am going to put the power generation. Where am I going to do my power generation? Do I want to do my power generation way the hell over there? Or do I just want to do my power generation off the backside here? And I think I'm just going to put it on the backside over here. Give me your materials. Because I kind of have a little bit of a nice bit of space here. Mind you, it's right on top of my hub. I want to avoid having everything on my hub. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to run a power line over to the kind of swamp over there, or whatever it is over there. Water hole, you know, where the biomaterial is. And I'm going to put my power generation over there. Okay, so let's grab a power pole and let's start moving and grooving our way over. We'll just stretch this guy out as far as he'll go, which actually appears to be quite a ways. Wow, that was a good distance. Okay, thank you. Which is kind of convenient. Like I said, I got an oil puddle right there. Like, jeez. That was a nice breakthrough. I think that's a cave down there. There's also a slug nearby. All right, who's... Oh, geez, it's a big guy. Go away! Nope. Ow! Can I have 5 seconds to set up something to keep you from hitting me? Ah! No, not that. Stop it. No. 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 Bad hog. Bad hog. Serpentine. Serpentine. Ooh, come on. Come on. Up. Up. Okay, let's eat a few nuts. Yeah. All right, I've got him in tow. Don't you wander off. I'm going to kill you now. Get me up. Okay, I don't think he can jump up here. Come here. Get off my factory floor, you bastard. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Oop. It's a daisy. Oh, I'm going to die, but at least I'm close to home. Not sure why I have these guys on normal. I really should have put them on passive, but I'm a glutton. Oh, he's going to so kill me. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Come on. Come on. Don't you run off, you bastard. Come here. Come on. You know, give me that big show of force there. Come on, don't you be big. Come on. Whoop. Ow. Come on. Come here. Ow. Ow. Where is he? Come here. Where'd you go? Come here. Oh, sure. Do you just wander off now? Now that you've had your fun? Dirty bugger. Yeah, see, now he's all the way back over here. I wonder if I can keep from aggroing him if I just kind of go wide. Yeah, this stupid little hand thing here is worthless. Really? Radiation? So, what is he guarding? Is he guarding whatever's in there? Or is he guarding that yellow slug? I don't see him. Oh, that needs dynamite. Or Noblix. He's just doing his thing over there. Oh, bacon. Bacon mushroom, bacon mushroom.
Potential edible collected. Reminder that look and smell alone do not provide sufficient data to determine exact risk of consumption. Just because it looks like you can eat it does not mean it won't eat you. Store this potential resource for later use.
Okay, so... Flashlight on. Let's get some foundations in. Again, we're going to hold down the control key. Let's put you down there. And again, what the control key does is it gives me the snap to grid. So snap to world grid specifically. All right, we should only need it to be 3 wide. I suppose I could be using Zoop here. We'll go 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, so then let's go into our construction. I don't think that guy can come up behind me and smack me into Tookus because I think I'm high enough off the ground. Yeah, he can't get me. Oh, little spitters. There's a whole party going on over there. Yay. Oh, I am out of iron plate. Well, let's go get ourselves some iron plate. It's those foundations, which is, again, awesome sink, so I can get concrete. But I just cannot afford anything sinking right now. To sink, like into the awesome sink. Not that I have anything floating that I'm gonna have to worry about, you know. Glub, glub, glub. Okay. Oh, look at that. Woo, 196. I'd love to get more steel plate going, but really just can't. Not until I get the Mark II, but I can't get the Mark II until I get steel plate, and it's all just beats back in on itself, and it just goes on and on and on. I mentioned how much I miss the Blade Runners. Because this is painful. Up, down. Jumpy, jumpy. Now, of course, try to not lead him around this side because the bad guys can get me from that side. Did I forget to go grab... Oh, no, I need to make reinforced iron plate. That's the thing I'm missing. Well, you know what? Fine. I can put one of these down temporarily and just make the damn plate. There. I need the materials for it. I can't just leave it there, though, unfortunately. I have no resources. The one thing when you start a new, fresh game... Uh-oh. Jesus, he made it. He made it up. Well now. Hi. Yeah, get mad. Be all mad. Dumbass. You can't see me. Yes, you can. Hi. I am gonna have to take care of him at some point in time. I just can't right now. Get out of the way, you little bastard. Can I get you from here? Yes, I can. Come on. Come on. I would really like to make your face go away. What if I put down a 2 meter? Can you get up onto this? Can you jump up on this? You know, come on. Come on. Come here. Rawr, rawr. Don't just stand there. Come here. Oop. Okay, he can't get up there because I can't get up there. Damn it, I'm in trouble. That was a mistake. Ow. Oh, boy. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ow, bacon. The same way he was getting... Oh, wait. What if I jam myself underneath here? Can he get to me here? Oh, come on! That's not fair. All right, everyone return to your normal activities. I'm not switching to passive. I don't want to switch to passive. Don't make me switch to passive because that just feels so cheesy. But man, this is painful. Okay, stop getting focused in on killing these guys. Just mitigate their access to your face. Put up some walls or whatever the hell you need to do to keep them from getting up to you. Keeping in mind, you can jump over stuff they can't. All right, so let's put a few walls here. Take these guys out of there so I can at least get up and down here. So right now they're a little bit de-aggroed, so they're going to leave me the hell alone. Hopefully. Allow me to... Oh, you know what? I actually do have to go up a little bit. Go away! Dude! Like, seriously! Why are you here? Like, seriously, why are you here? You're not guarding anything that I have access to. Well, not yet, but I will. But Jesus. Leave me the hell alone. Let me do my freaking work. You stay over there. Don't look my way. Don't move my way. Just stay the hell on your side of the damn pond. Yeah, I know this is all ground level to these guys, but I'm gonna hopefully keep them out with some walls. All right, can you get up here anywhere? No, I think I'm finally safe from him. Need that ramp right here. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Okay, so let's have you do leaves. Which means... Oh, I don't have the customizer yet. That's fine. I'm gonna have you do wood. Build a couple of those. Can I see your little fluffy ass tail, you little bastard? No, you're down there with those morons. Okay, let's grab a container. There. And there. And like that. Okay. So now it's all going to be biomass that's coming out of here. So we can direct you guys to the center aisle, where you will need to meet up with some bio burners. So, bio burners! Let's put in, how many can I put in? I've got enough for, not quite 4. I'll have to go get some iron rod, or maybe I can make some. I don't know if I have any iron on me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's the missing iron rod. Do I have any iron ingots on me? No. I am going to toss these copper ingots, though, because they're really doing me no good. They're just clogging up my precious little bit of inventory. Yeah, I can get through here. Ooh, do I have ladders? Do I have ladders yet? No. I do have a lookout tower, though, which is nice. Ladders just so I can get back on the platform without having to run straight first into the mean hoggy machine. Whatever the hell they're called. The big guy. Okay, this is the only try again. This is a big drawback about what I'm doing right. Ooh, hey, you grew back. Cool. Thank you. Is that I got to do a lot of running back and forth. And who doesn't love a bunch of running back and forth? Because, you know, running simulator. I'm going to extend these over to this platform here. And they're going to come down to here, and then we'll put in a short ramp. So even though they're lining up, and you can see they're lining up perfectly, height-wise, we can still be off a little bit, but there. But now we got a nice little running through here. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for these guys. So we can grab 200 of those. Grab 200 of those, and we can grab, let's just grab that stack there. Actually, I'm going to throw that little 16 stack in. I don't need that. La la la. And in a day, away we go again. Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. Bouncy, bouncy. Yes, I am a grown man. Can you tell? I'm saying bouncy, bouncy. I'm an adult. All right, how am I actually going to get up there? Oh, right here. Okay, cool. Next one biomass burner, like so. Okay, now let's get our splitters. So, splitter direction. Where's Mr. Orange? You're back there. We're going to put 1, 2, 3. I know I don't have to do it like that, but it's easier. I suppose I could just, yeah, we can do vertical nudges now, so I'll just do vertical nudge this time. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3. Or I have no idea what height that needs to be at. What height do you need to be at? One more. There we go. And into there. And then we can go into there, and we can go into there. Perfect. Now we grab a merger. You're going to have your output that way, and we go 1, 2, 1, 2. That puts you at the same height as those lifts. Not quite the same height as that guy there. I put you backward. So I have to take all of this out because I put it in backward. I also think I'm going to put you there. Let's take you guys out because I'm going to lift you all up a little bit. All right, let's try this again. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know if that's the right height. I think I need to go up 5. Let's climb up the ladder. Yep, that's correct. All right, and then you need to be up there. So, and then over here, 1, 2. It's gonna be awfully hard. I'm gonna have to deal with those idiots. All because of that stupid yellow. Go away. Yep, they're gonna. Oh, see, there we go. Power died. Probably because I'm out of fuel, but yeah, probably because I'm out of fuel. Okay, why are you not snapping in place now? Why are you not lined up? No, okay, you're lined up. Okay, that way I can get through here. So, where's my power pole? Way over there. Let's bring you to here. We'll run you down that side. We'll run you down that side. Where is your power connection? You're on this side here, so we'll put one there. Let's get rid of that power line. You can go there. And just for the future, we'll put one there. And then we'll do the same thing going back this way. That. One more. Right to the corner there. Need a couple of power poles for over here. There. All right. Do. can throw some biomass into there. What am I doing? I can throw a few bits of biomass into each of these machines. So we'll put... We'll split twice. Because then I can throw that stack into there. And I get the... Yep. That stack can go into there. And then so forth and so on and so on and so forthy, so forthy, so forthy, so on-y. So on-y, so on-y, so forthy. And no connection. Oh yeah, I haven't plugged you guys in yet. And you go to there. You go to there. And there. And finally there. And then we can turn the circuit breaker back on. Yeah, so now my capacity is 110 with a max capacity of 67. We are operational. Cool. Now I just have to go get some wooden leaves without losing my face. Oh, shut up. Yeah, come over here. Come here. I dare you. I dare you. He's been killed me how many times now? This is so silly. I need to go get some material, but you won't leave me alone. Where is he? There he is. Hey, dumbass. Is there a place where you can't get me and I can get you? What if I drop you down by one? Can you come over here? Come here. Come on. Come back here, dumbass. Come on. Oh! Yay! Up we go. Okay, can you reach me here? No, you can't. No, don't run away, you idiot. Come here. No. No, don't just sit there staring at me like some moron. Get over here. No. Come on. Come here. No, no, no. Where do you think you're going? This, like, come on. If you're gonna give us a shit weapon, at least make it slightly useful. Stupid company. Come here. Yeah. I hate this freaking things. I hate this. This is the most useless freaking weapon in this freaking thing. Like, period. It's like, yeah, shut up. Go away. You know what? Enough. I'm just... Get back here, you little bastard. Yeah, you. Dumbass. Come here. Okay, can you... Yeah, sorry, folks. Not going to be a lot of talking right now. Not until I figure out this guy's... and take care of this idiot. Because now I'm just getting annoyed. Like, don't just stand back there. Come at me, bro. You frickin' moron. Get over here. No, don't run away. Like, what kind of freaking... Are you gonna attack me or not? Huh? Come on. You're all Mr. freaking tough when I'm on the ground. How come you're so freaking, much of a coward when I'm over here, you miserable monster? Huh? Oh, did that hurt, you little prick? How did you get me? Die! Apparently he's got an armored asshole, too. Finally! Alright, where's this last bastard? Yeah, you, Junior. Yeah. Come here, Junior. Let's get the slug out of here so maybe they don't frickin' respawn. Okay. Plants, sticks, and all of the like. Now, actually, now I'm starting to wonder what's going to be more important. File or the chainsaw or the belt. Belt's a nice to have, but I think the chainsaw for fuel, because I am relying on fuel right now and deforesting this area here, might be the more important route. How are we doing here? Why is the fuse blown out? Does that mean I'm out of fuel? Must mean I'm out of fuel. Which is not good. Did you think it what it meant? Okay, why did my power crash? Because max capacity is down too low. That means, how many are you putting out? What are you actually putting out? You're putting out 30 megawatt. You don't really have any fuel in you. Yeah, you're all pretty low on fuel. I'm going to isolate this whole setup for a moment. So I can reset the power. So yeah. So that's only 8 megawatts. See, that guy's out of power. That way I have a chance. So your leaves. We'll toss the leaves into there. We'll toss the wood into there, and then I'll throw them into the container. The wood. And we'll just wait for the last of the biome burners, and then I'll reconnect the power, and we should be okay. I have 122 production, or 120 production at the moment. Theoretically. Capacity is only... What's that capacity saying? It's so... Oh, that's why. You know what would really help is if I hooked everybody up. And you're not getting any biofuel. Why? Why aren't you getting any biofuel? You should be. There's something weird with... Oh, come on. Don't tell me there's something broken here. Yeah, see, you're not thinking. I'm not getting the noise. Well, let's rebuild you and see what happens. If I leave you back just a little bit. Let's try this a slightly different way. We're gonna go like that. I'm gonna grab the splitter again. Because you will sit there then like that. Oh, this is gonna be so freaking ugly, but it is what I'm gonna have to do. Because I put it on backward, because why not? One, two. Let's bring it all the way back. It's facing the wrong direction. One, two. Doo, 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 doo. Okay, can I get you to connect this time? All right, there it is. There we go. I think I got it connected this time. Yep, there we go. Biomass is going in. You need to be plugged in. Okay, so you four are back in operation. Excellent. We need to again throw our power line all the way down to there, to here. And we are back in production with plenty of overhead. I think I'm going to build 2 more here. One there. One there. We'll grab our splitter. 1, 2, and bring it forward until it lines up. Like that. We'll plug you in. Get you guys all plugged in. We'll get you connected to that wire. You get connected to that wire. And then we can just run you out to there. And within a short period of time, you should have some biomass. Come on, biomass. That's one. The reason is I want to get rid of the ones that I've got sitting over there. They're not really doing me that much good. There we go. How many do I'm making? I am making 30 times 6. That's 180. Oh. No, I need 10. That's 60. So that's the maximum I can put on this belt. And I am more than making up for that. And you can see I've got a bunch kind of stacked in there. Yeah, so I got lots of biomaterial. Okay, good. That's the maximum I can currently have on those belts until I get my Mark II belts. But with that up and running, I think I actually want to unlock the chainsaw and then immediately rework the power because then I get solid biofuel. Solid biofuel, it burns a lot more than the biomass, or better, more efficiently than the biomass. Yeah, you can see these guys over here are completely empty. So I'm gonna get rid of you. See ya, Mr. Power. Okay, you two are fine. All right, let's go into our hub back here. I'm going to select obstacle clearing instead, because that's going to be a lot easier to do. Now, the material I've already put in for the Mark II belts is still perfectly fine. It's not going anywhere. It's all still there, but I want to get this set up. All right. Gives me this cable. Let's toss the cable in there. And away it goes. Oops.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the FICSIT Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
And we'll have fun, fun, fun till the daddy takes a T-bird away. Okay, so now I have solid biofuel, which I need to run the chainsaw. So I'm going to make that, and I'm going to take a quick bio break. We'll see you back in a couple of minutes here. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Okay. What am I doing? I'm making a chainsaw. I need cable. Okay, let's go grab. That's iron. I don't know where everything is. Okay, so copper over here. Still just got the copper wire. We'll be setting up a cable at some point. Now that I'm starting to get ahead and on top of production, I still am going to... What am I putting out for cable? 15, or sorry, for wire. Or sorry, 30 per minute. What does cable need? And let's not interrupt production to do that. I don't have this stuff to do it. Never mind. Just never mind. Okay. Really unfortunate bit of rock. Oh well. Okay, so we need to make some cable. I need to make some reinforced iron plate. Got lots of stuff for that, which is good. I am going to need some more of these reinforced iron plates, so let's go and put another constructor in there. Okay, so that tells me I need some more reinforced iron plates again. So we'll bang out a few more of these. Just to have a few extra in my pocket. All right, and now we can order up some more cable. Like that. Okay. Make sure I've got... Let me go clean out whatever concrete we have stored. And then let's head back over to the bio power plant and let's do a little bit of upgrading there. Specifically converting it over to solid biofuel. Ooh, let's take all of that concrete. Yes, thank you. Work harder, but take a break. What? Come on, make up your mind, Ada. There we go. Okay. There. We need to... I'm gonna take that out of here now that I've taken care of that brute. Let's grab one of these and slide you back. Way back. There. And now I can dump you two. I'm gonna grab you and all of you. And you, and you, and you were there, and you were there. You were a scarecrow, and you were a lion, and I know that's not how the movie is. Okay, and now, once again, that goes there. There we go. That's snapped into place. That's lined up there. And into there, and into there. So you are again going to be biomass wood. You are going not to be that. You are going to be biomass leaves. We are going to remove you. Let's grab this power pole, run you to the back here. And in you go. And we'll just stretch across there. And then right in between you two clowns. Clowns to the left of me. Jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with you. Stuck in the middle with you. Right beside the power pole. And then we give you Mr. Leap. Right to there. We're going to need a merger. That's going to go in that direction. I love the vertical, yes, the vertical zoop, as we can do that. And I can grab this guy again, and we can think. Boo. Let's do that again. Ditto. Merger. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Excellent. And pointy that away. Let's hook some belts up. Like so. Did I ever build that chainsaw? No, I didn't. Dummy. You forgot to build the chainsaw. Hey, look, it'll reach. Yay! I want to make, not that. I want you to make the solid biofuel. Yeah, you go make the solid biofuel. And you can get your power from there. All right, let's just throw a quick workbench down over here. Or a workshop. Let's say we put it, sure, right there for now. And let's make our chainsaw. I can make 2. I only want the 1. There we go. That's 1 chainsaw. Don't have a lot of power or fuel for it at the moment. But I should be able to go cut a tree or 2 down. Like you. I felt like it landed on my head. Big tree. Oh, I saw someone. All right, let's get all the leaves collected up here. I mean, leaves aren't as good as wood, but let's make sure we stay close enough. Okay, let's go get another couple of trees. There's a nice big one back here. Ooh, lots of fuel now. Let's get this tree. There we go. So when you take down a tree like that, you also do get a bit of an area effect. So if you look at watch the wood that's over here. When I chop this tree down, that all gets vacuumed up as well. Okay, I don't want to, well, you know what? I'm going to eventually clear cut it all anyway. That we have a container. And we'll go in, as long as I got some fuel in here. Nope, there we go. Chainsaw is now empty, but I've got a good supply of some fuel. Oh, let's not forget that. Our ill-gotten booty. All right, we can throw oh, that's a lot of wood. That was a good haul. Nice haul. And then we throw our leaves into there. And I'm going to take the biomass, throw that into there. That should immediately start getting sent over to here. Into the solid biofuel. Which will then feed into those guys at some point. Do I have to shut you guys down? I don't know. So I'm mixing fuels a little bit. It's not like I have the batteries yet. Can I get up onto one of you? Okay, here comes the biofuel. I'm gonna pull all of the biomass. Yeah, it's not really burning the biomass that fast. Yeah, so the solid biofuel immediately jumped in. And the reason I want to get to the solid biomass is because the energy density is a lot better. All right, there we go. Okay, so what am I going to do with all this biomass that I now have in my pocket? Well, I've got one more slot available on the old merger. So we'll just put a conveyor like that. Grab our belt, throw it into there, and just take all of this biomaterial. Pardon me. Toss that into there. That's going to get sucked into this biomass and get turned into solid biofuel. Making 60, which is exactly what I need. How many do you need? You still need 4. See, the solid biofuel, I only need 4 per minute. So that means this one machine, I'm not going to do the math, 15? So 60 divided by 4 is 15. No, that's... divided by 4 is 15. So yeah, this one guy can support 15 bioburners. So we are laughing, which means I should get a buildup of a reserve. Yeah, look at that, 180 power. Nice. Now that is including those 2 that aren't doing anything over there right now, but I don't really care that they're not doing anything. I don't really need them to do anything. This should run me for a little while. Just going to interrupt the flow for a minute because I want to grab a few of these for myself. Yeah, see, now I really do have to get the Mark IIs up and running. All right, just to make sure I have enough in the chainsaw, so that should do it for now. Let's get our belt back across, and let's go work on our Mark II inventory now. All right. Our, as in Mark II belts. Inventory. Logistics. Some word, something, word. Yeah, that cat's kind of annoying me, so we'll do that. Okay, back to here. So now I want the logistics, so we'll put that back in, and I got all the concrete I need now. I have all of that I need now. I do not quite have, oh, I have all of that. 3 plates short, you son of a bitch. And there we go. And launch away.
Milestone reached. FICSIT would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient, don't disappoint FICSIT.
Hey, buddy. Okay, so that means I can now build Mark II belts. Now, if we look at the logistics, that does mean I'm going to need a lot more of these reinforced iron plates. Now, of course, the irony is that I don't have the assembler yet, so I will need to get the assembler up and running. We also want to get the sinks going so I can start getting more stuff. What do I got left here? Field research. I think this should be my next one. Yeah, I need the MAM, the object scanner, and, well, quite frankly, a little bonus hard drive. I'm going to need to make some more reinforced iron plates. I need to go upgrade at least... Oh, I need to upgrade a couple of belts. I need to upgrade the iron belt into the splitter, and then once it gets into the splitter, then it can go back down to the 60. Because I'm only going to be pulling, 40 out of each. All right, that's all I got to afford right now. But I should have a lot more steel plate over here. And by a lot more, I mean not really. A lot. Interesting definition of the word a lot. Yeah, screws I'm doing. Oh, actually, I need a bunch of screws for the next one. I should actually be able to get the field research done. It'd be nice to have the map, because then I can start, yeah. Let's get this belt upgraded over for the power, so that way I don't have to worry about machines starving out. We'll grab the field research so I have the map, and that way I can start doing some exploring and start mapping locations, like where my Caterium is. Because no idea. Remember, all of these nodes that are around here have been scrambled. It's one of the new play modes. Pardon me. In 1 point, hit the hiccups. In 1.2, and right, upgrade Mr. Belt. There we go. So now you can pull 102 out. So that's 60 is going to go up this way, 60 is going to go up this way, and then 120 can go into these guys. This, of course, also needs to be a Mark II. And there we go. So now you can feed yourself at 120. And there we go. So now we have continual production over here. We're only losing 60 per minute, which is perfectly acceptable. Excellent. How are we doing on material? You still got lots of wood. You still got lots of leaves. You still got lots of that bio stuff. Lovely, 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 lovely. Yeah, keep feeding at 60. Okay, so that's got that done. My power is kind of taken care of. I almost want to just, while I'm here, can I afford? I can. I can afford more. I'm going to extend you guys out. I can take these walls out of here now that is gone. And where do I want to continue? Yeah, I think I'm going to put the next set of this way. I suppose I should use 4 meter. Okay, 4 meter. Also make sure I got Zoop on. So I'm just kind of laying the foundations here for a bit of future expansion. I'm actually thinking I'm not going to do anything about it right now. And what that future expansion's going to be... What do you mean invalid placement? Is I can put a splitter in right there, and then just send another 12. So a total of 18 of these guys then. Why? What do you mean can't put... What's invalid here? What is invalid here? How is that invalid? Oh, yeah, okay, I'm in the way currently, but why is this invalid? Huh, isn't that interesting? Okay, well, you know what? Fine. Oh, interesting. Interesting. God, I'm using, I just said interesting. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, never mind. We'll just keep going here. Oh, okay, you guys have no plan. You have absolutely no problem dropping down. I don't know what the hell that was all about, but Yeah, power. Okay. Cool. Cool. Enough with the invalid placement. Why? Just that one spot. Nope. Oh. I see the highlights. It is this, which I can do nothing about. Okay. Until I can explode that, it will be invalid in what it said. Let's turn our flashlight on so I can see what the hell I'm doing, but I can bring you up to there. And then I need to get a ramp or something up here. Like that. Move that. Ah, I fell into a hole. Knowing full well there is a hole. Grab that 1 meter. And yep, we can put 1 meter across here. Put 4 meter there. And zoop off. There we go. And like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let that do its thing. Okay, let's head back and see what we got for the field research and unlock the field research now that the probe is back, or the shuttle, or whatever the hell it is. Suppose I could pay attention one of these days. I mean, it just told me what it is. Pod? I don't know. La la la. Okay, well, for field research, I need to throw a bunch of screws in there, need to throw a bunch of wire in there, need to throw a bunch of iron plate in there, and boom!
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local resources to research and develop new technologies. Potential technologies include exploration tools, weapons, and factory buildings. These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency and alignment with FICSIT's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance FICSIT's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
Okay, now that I have the man, let's get some research done. Get some goodies. Oh, hell no. And good morning, Dalius. Haven't seen you around. I keep missing apparently your streams. No, actually I am on average, so it is an even split. So honestly, the only pure node I have anywhere near me right now is my iron node right over there. Everything else is either impure or normal. I think it's probably a little bit more leaning normal, like my that's a normal limestone, that's normal copper. But the distribution is interesting because I got an oil over there, I've got a SAM ore there, I've got another copper there. I don't remember what that one is. I think that one might be pure. And I've got a coal node right over there. So not much pure, but I've got a pretty good distribution. That's explain why I haven't seen your feed. I've noted a couple of times I've come on late, but yeah, haven't been able to catch up with you. Oh yeah, I did the random nodes. I have no idea where anything is. Even if I oops, where did that go? Even if I was playing in an area that I normally start off with, I have no idea where anything would be. Let me put a ramp under there where I don't mean it to be. Oop. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave that alone for now. Okay, so I've got my map. Oh yeah, research time. Okay, so what have I got to research? Let's research these guys. Start the research.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration. The remains researched belong to an organism that tends to nest near objects emitting specific types of resonance. Spitters are called as such due to their ability to create and spit plasma across long distances. Spitter remains can now be made into alien protein, and additional research may reveal options for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
The Basher. Okay, let's move on to alien technology. Got a Mercer sphere on me. Let's research that.
Mercer sphere analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Witness our scripture, witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sing us a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While FICSIT has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
No, I don't think there are four. Okay, so yes and no. If you do the random, you can go back in, I think, in a save and randomize your nodes. Yeah, I don't know if you could do that if you're already in a save, like in the option. Here, let me see what I can do here. Let me go into the options. Gameplay. Yeah, I think if you want the randomized nodes, you have to do it at the beginning of a game, but I don't think it'll break any existing saves. I never actually tested it, but it's the usual thing, right? Whenever you bring in mainline save into the experimental, you're always kind of taking the risk of things kind of breaking. But I don't think it doesn't out and out break like you would expect it to, like the other stuff does. So yeah, if you got an existing game, at least, I'm pretty sure. It's not something I've tried yet. Sorry, Ada's gonna talk again.
Summer sloop analysis completed. Summer sloops are somewhere between battery and conduit, harvesting energy from pockets of space with complete disregard for the rules of the space-time continuum, and distributing it into its connected ecosystem. This energy,
Let the effigies harvest until the waves reach our shores. Consume.
similarities to the hypothetical force of dark energy to potentially be one and the same. It can now be tracked by the object scanner.
Yay! What was I saying? Oh, yeah. I didn't actually look to see what it would do to old saves, mostly because, honestly, my dumb luck timing kind of worked out for me. Then I finished all my space elevator stuff in 1.1. I kind of did an epilogue episode where I did a little bit of kind of talking about what I've done, did a little bit of look around, did a little bit of redecorating, but it was more of kind of a shorter, just thanks for watching kind of thing. And then, ooh, radiation. Where's that radiation coming from? Ow, 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 ow. But in between, from when I finished that, lo and behold, I'm trying to think of what I was going to do next for the week. 1.2 dropped, so it all kind of worked out for me. Do I have any? Sorry, what I'm looking for to see if I have a miner on me. Yeah, I do have a portable miner. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to grab a portable miner and just give you a toss. I got a normal SAM node right here. So I'm going to gather up some of the SAM ore. I'm just going to also let the portable miner kind of do its thing. And that way I have lots of SAM available to run the MAM research, which is... This is one of the benefits of the randomization, is because SAM ore is no longer buried into the most inconvenient locations. All right. Yeah, he bounces around quite a bit, doesn't he? Okay, let's clean him out. I've got 87. That should be more. Where'd that radiation coming from? Oh, it must be on the ground. There's 2 caves around me here somewhere. But I'll have to find sulfur first, which I have found none of. I do have the coal. Not enough to run power plants, but enough for kind of getting a little bit of the steel and stuff. I think I could do it very kind of minor. So again, all of this stuff here is just... You know what? I'm also almost about to unlock the dimensional depot. Most of the stuff here is just to fill my pockets. And then we'll be doing kind of mega fat... Or... Yeah, I haven't really fully got it in my brain yet, but... I'm going to be doing a bit of spreading. Okay, let's get this SAM researched. The SAM and the MAM.
Strange alien matter analysis completed. Dormant crystalline SAM can now be found with the resource scanner. In its dormant state, it is safe to handle without special equipment and can be stored indefinitely. Research for enabling the reanimation of dormant SAM is now available.
Fill the rivers with blood, and let the effigies defile our temples. The sun will follow.
Everyone done? It's the same nodes. They did not move the nodes, so the locations are the same locations. Because, again, everything in this map is handcrafted. So it's not like there's any kind of random node pop-ups or anything like that. So... If you were to go into a vanilla experience without running any of the options, there would be a node there, there'd be a node there, there'd be a node there, and there'd be a node there. The fact that it is oil, SAM, that's the randomization. So the node locations stay the same. It's just what is in that location is what gets swapped around. So it could be anywhere from a pure to an impure. And it could be literally anything. There could be a uranium node sitting right there if that's the way the randomizer worked. Like, yeah. So if you're used to getting uranium from certain locations, you ain't anymore. So I have no idea where my uranium is. I have no idea where pretty much anything is at this point in time. So, and what the density is. Like, the way the handcrafted one is that if you find an oil field, you're going to have 2, 3, 4 oil nodes. I got one right there. Which is good. I like that. That's the part that I like, because what it's going to do is it's going to force me to really rely on the new pathing. And that's kind of where I'm going to be focusing on, is I really want to use the tractors and trucks for this playthrough, especially the fact that I have, you know, coal right there, which I can use to fuel them. How I'm going to do it? No idea. I haven't got that far yet, but that is what the plan is. Okay, let's keep working some of this tech here. Namely, let's get this unlocked. So more man there. Don't know. Don't know. Haven't found any yet. That includes the water too,
SAM
right?
reanimation recipe unlocked. SAM can now be safely awakened, provided it is contained. Meaning, if not contained in special electromagnetic storage, it tends to start breaking atomic bonds of any matter it has physical contact with, and reconstructing it into easily transportable resources.
Scripture and blood compose harmony. Follow our hallowed temple halls and listen to the echoes of your ripples. Our bones are more beautiful than yours.
Nice to hear Crazy Lady again. I've missed her. Okay, well, that's it. I'm stuck now until I get steel unlocked on the SAM, because I need to be able to make the SAM fluctuator for my dimensional depot, which I can't. Okay, so let's go look at our nutrients. Do I not? I thought I had a bunch of nuts on me. Oh, I don't, because I do. They're just here. There we go. All right, so let's do the nuts.
This fruit, dubbed the barrel nut after its distinctive color, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
Then we can do that.
This mushroom, dubbed bacon agaric due to its uncanny resemblance to raw bacon, is compatible with the human digestive system and has been added to the object scanner. Further research is available.
All right, so now I'm blocked off again by steel. Where else can we go? We got one hard drive here. Let's see what recipe we can pick up. I could do this. Let me go make some bug goo. I want to make some proteins. At some point, I'm going to need to automate this stuff here as well. And let's get splitter protein. I think, yeah, for me, automating, kind of doing the goo manufacturing. I hope it is. I really do. Honestly, my first recipes, screws. Those are the ones I want. So, yeah, I hope so. All right, what do I need for you? I got enough for you. I just need to go grab some biomass now. What did I need? What? No. Okay, what am I doing? Okay, to make that, I've got enough, but I'm stuck doing the hard drive. Okay, so now I gotta wait for the hard drive. That's fine. Okay, cool. How we doing and what are we doing? What's next? I think next is let's upgrade the belt on the iron node. So let's go make sure we have some reinforced plates here. There we go. I might. Oh, you don't have to. Yeah, I do not have oil unlocked yet. I'm still kind of having to follow. It's just I get to look at a nice oil pond right over there. What is going on? What have I done here? That's the ramp. You don't have oil unlocked yet, do you? It's going to give you what you have. Yes, that's right. It's only going to get, so you're talking about the hard drive, I'm assuming. Yeah, the hard drive will only give me based on the things that I have unlocked, which, you know, in this case is going to be screwed. Mail, really? More stinking plates? So yeah, whatever that recipe is going to be, it is going to be something I have, which, like you say, is probably going to be just the cast screw, not the steel screws, but the cast screws. Cast screws still is better than the having to put in pipe or the rod recipe, because I think the output is better, and it takes out a machine, so just makes life a little bit easier. So cast screws I would be absolutely happy with. All right, that should give me enough plate to make sure that all of my steel production is good. Because I'm thinking, yeah, so you're a little bit, you're okay. Is everyone actually okay here? Surprisingly. Yeah, 30, 30, 30. The only reason you're okay is because you can't get rid of the iron rod fast enough into the screw. Okay, cool. So even though this is actually only doing 60, even though you can do 120, there we go, and upgrade you. All right, so we can now maximize this belt here, whatever's going to go. Once I get steel unlocked, yes, I am absolutely going to be using steel screws. It is like it's a 1 to 4 machine, damn near, like 4 cast screw machines for 1 steel screw machine. So 100%. Once I get steel, I just got to get to that point. So I'm just I'm not anywhere near, like I'm not getting into the steel just yet, because I have to set up the space elevator before I can even have a chance of unlocking phase 1 and 2, 3 and 4. But for now, I just want to get all of these done, and then I'll set up my space elevator, because then I get an idea of where I'm going to set up my space elevator. So baby steps right now. It's all baby steps right now. Okay, let's select this milestone. Let's see what we can dump in there. Yes, there is more iron than coal. It's the sheer numbers and the ease of use. What are we doing over here? Still got a couple minutes. Okay, so while I'm doing that, let me run over to the copper now and set up a cable run. Okay, so you are full. You're doing 30 per minute. You only need 15 per minute. I can squeeze a splitter in right here. If I had any cable. Let me just throw a... Okay, now I'm out of iron plate. Jeez Louise. I've learned to rely on the dimensional depot too much. Yeah. The dimensional depot does kind of teach you, I don't have to worry about carrying anything with me. Until I get that, though, I gotta remember to load my damn inventory. Here's the thing. The steel screw is a very efficient recipe. You need so little steel ingots. Like 1 steel ingot will give you like 500 screws. Like, it's almost obscene how good the steel screw recipe is. It's a little bit scary that way. Like, it's almost OP. Now I'm missing cable. Workbench, that's it. I was putting down a crafting bench. I even had a spot all ready to go for it. So we're going to put a crafting bench there. Let's make some cable. Now we can put our splitter down. Poop. Let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna have to get and move some stuff. Okay, so let's put our splitter here. Right there. Yeah, it's a crazy recipe, man. If you ever get steel screw, use steel screw. Like, just... Yeah, because you're going to be running a bunch of steel anyway at some point in time. You know, like I could start doing steel production with that coal node that's right there, as well as feed some... I'll have to see. I got to find more coal. But I can't scan for it yet, so I have no idea where the coal is. It could be on the other side of the map. That's the whole point of the randomize. It's a little bit scary. Because, again, they used to be all nice and grouped. The game devs would group things together. They're like, here's 4 iron nodes for you. Here's 2, 3 coal nodes. Now it could be 1 coal node, an iron node, and yeah. I still have to make a steel plate factory. Yeah. Yeah, steel is really nice when you get to it, but it is a bit more involved. That is for sure. Okay, so now that I've remembered that I do in fact have lifts, are you guys firing off apart? Yep, you are. Good. Okay, let's get the copper going into there. Doing good on cable here. So let's see. I want to do, wire. Now for the cable. But do I have the material? I do. I'm gonna put you there. I'm gonna flip you around like that. Let's grab a couple more foundations. Like this. There we go. Then we will grab you, point you like that. We're going to point you like that, and then we can hook you guys up. We're going to set you to cable now. All right, which needs 60 wire per minute. You're giving me 30 wire per minute. Okay, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of reworking. All right, and let's see. What did I get? What did I get? What did I get? I'm going to guess that cast screws is going to be... No.
Hard drive analysis
6 inventories.
completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
Why would it? Yes. 6 inventory slots, though. Nope, I'm rescanning. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so 50 per minute compared to 40 per minute without using the steel rod. That's the guy I want. Perfect. Excellent, 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 excellent. Come on. Let's go and move that out of here. We're going to move that out of there. We're going to go to here. We're going to move you. We're going to take you. And what am I doing? I am changing your recipe. We can now put you to cast screws. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, cool. Get me into some elevation. Yeah, that was a good roll. I'm very happy with that. That's one of those kind of milestone-y type rolls. Gives me it's not even so much about the number of screws that you get, because frankly, you're never going to use the amount of screws that we end up having to produce. Most of the screws that we produce by large scale, it's all to go into things like motors and stators and whatnots. Most of our personal use screws really don't need much. But yeah, there we go. So that's 12.5 per minute. I've got more than enough iron coming out of that node. This is good. Good. How we doing on steel plate? We're doing okay. Let's grab some steel plate here. Let's do a quick sort. Looking at my inventory here. Anything I'm carrying that I don't need to carry? No, don't need those ingots. Don't need the ingots. I know it seems wasteful throwing away the ingots, but they're, you know, it's a constant supply, so whoop-de-doo. All right. What's next? Let's go clean out our pocket. Oh, finish up the cable. That's what I got to do. I need to finish up the cable. I just want to throw some of this stuff away here. Let's do, don't need that. I'm going to put that in there. Put that in there. Already done one of those. Throw the SAM ore in there, and that should do. Okay. Why have I got wood on me? Go put that wood somewhere else. Okay, let's get back to the cable. Up and over. We are going to move you. We're going to move you. We're going to take you out and you out. You're not plugged in at all. Need to rework some of the power connections here. We'll put you to the corner. There we go. And I can just delete that now, I suppose. Into the miner, into you, and then you go back into there. And copper ingot. Okay. You're making 30. You are using 15. Just checking. You are going to be using 15. 15. 15. 30. Output 30. I've already forgotten what I needed for my cable. Was it 60 or 30? No, I think it was 60, wasn't it? It was. Yeah, it's 60. Ooh. Which means I do need 2 of these. Well, this is getting awkward. So I need another smelter. It's just not even numbers. But that's okay. How much are you using? 30, yes. Yeah, I've still got 60 available, so this is fine. Okay, so let's get another smelter in there. I'm still going to have a little extra copper production, which is okay. So we'll pop that into there. You are using 15. You are making 30. I don't know why I keep having to go back and look, but I keep going to go back and look. You are making 30. You need 15. You need 15. So we don't need you at all. So we can just go direct here, and then whatever extra excess I have, I can, if I need to increase my wire production, I can increase my wire production. Like just dedicated wire production. Yeah, I know. I'm about to make 2 more wires here. But those are all going to get turned into cable. So we need to do some of that. I'm going to need to replace this power pole. Especially the fact that that base over here is no longer connected to any power over here. And that means it's not connected to any power. Everything is currently stopped, which is not grand. I'm gonna go across here, actually. And connect, and connect. Okay. Oop. Let's grab you, and you go to there. You go to there. You go to there. I'm going to do this one more time, just for effect. You go there. Extend our platforms out. Like that. There we go. Okay. You can get plugged in. You get plugged in. Whee. Let's get back up here. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get the iron into you, aren't I? And there. Okay. Pardon me. Saturday morning, throat tickles. All right. Now, I do need to move. I almost need to move you all... Yeah, I almost need to rotate you, don't I? Okay, you stop working. I don't need my... Really cannot have my concrete not working. I also need to put another power pole down to feed the miner. There we go. Let's get you back to work. There we go. Okay, so everyone's back to work here. I might have to roll this around. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move you. So let's do a little bit of rejiggering here. grab the miner. That again. Out of context. Really a problematic sentence. We can go like that. We can grab a splitter and lift you up in alignment. Lawful good, neutral good, chaotic evil. Like that. And then we can throw you into... Wait, what? Huh? Oh, I put it too high. Like that, and then we get rid of you. Okay, so that goes into there. You go into there. You... Sure, you go that way. And then that goes into... No, let's not do that. Nope, 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 nope. Don't want any unnecessary clipping, so we'll just go that direction. And then we can go like that. There we go. And now, I can just throw that in there, just so I'm not wasting all of it, and then reconnect our power. That way we have some copper that immediately can go, hey, look, I managed to get it all back into the machine. Excellent. Just for the sake of speed, can I upgrade you? Nope, I don't have any roof plates. You need ingots, and you need ingot, which is just putting in a merger. No, a splitter. I've played the game before, really. I should almost be able to... Can I get away with this? Yeah. Are you guys too close? That is no good. No bueno. That's what we're going to do. And then we go back to default, and then we got a nice little Mark 1 going in there. Oop. And we get that in there. There we go. Okay, now I need the one to turn all of that into cable. Ironically, I need cable. Mr. Workbench, come over here. I need to put your ass into gear. The cable she is running all out. So I'm gonna give a shout, Mr. Workbench. I don't know. I kind of lost track of what I was singing there. I'm gonna move this container over while I can. And let's just throw all that in there. I'm gonna keep a roll on me. Let's get rid of you. That's because you're kind of in the way, and that way I can also do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of... Don't ask me why I do that. Okay. There. Now we need a merger. An actual honest-to-goodness merger, which is going to point in that direction. And make sure you're lined up, and yeah, tuck you in nice and tight like that. That's not super tight, but it'll do. And then we can go into there, use the straight. We grab another constructor, which I now have the parts for. You are going to point in that direction. And then we can go into there. Okay, and then we are going to turn you into cables. Make it into cables. And we'll grab your container. Where do I want your container? I don't know. Let's climb up on top of something. Where's the ladder? Of course, your ladder is not going to be convenient. The other guy's ladder, perfectly fine. Okay, so if I turn you this way then, like that, and we grab you, and we go 1, 2 up more, because then I go 1, 2 up more, grab my belt, into there, let the cables flow. Once I connect power, let's turn everything off, because I need to insert a line. I didn't need to actually delete it to do this, but oh, are you daisy chaining yet? No, why won't you daisy chain? Guess I'm just gonna have to wait to find out. Yeah, I guess put your power pole there, and then we'll run back to there, and then we'll just go boop. Let the cables flow. Awesome. All right, we are producing cable. We are producing wire. How much concrete have I got going on over here now? The world's slowest production. Ain't much, but it is still something. So we have good copper production. Okay. I'll even fill that in. We have power production. Yeah. As automated as it can possibly get. We have iron production. We're making iron plates. We're making iron rod, and we are making screw. Yeah. We have plenty of iron left over that we can work with on the iron ore, so we're not using capacity yet, which is great because we are going to unlock the assembly. I'm going to grab all of this. So the last thing I want to do today is let's get project assembly done. Hey, good morning, Aether. Yeah, it is Ray's turn. I don't know if you were here for the first series. First series I actually started kind of over in when it was still 1.0. Kind of off in that direction. You can in that little notch right there. So I was right up against the cliff face there. Had some iron nodes and whatnot. It was a bit of a trick challenge, but you know we were making do. Completely lost the file. Had a horrible dumbass thing happen that I lost most of the save and ended up losing about 6 weeks worth of work. So then I just did the playthrough in the good old northern forest there. Which I'm very familiar with because I've done so many starts there. Because the whole point was to get through the space elevator, which we did in version 1.1. It just so happened that 1.2 dropped in between, and I thought by scrambling my nodes, so I've scrambled all my nodes, and I am now trying in the desert again. I have never done a successful desert start. Like, by successful, I mean finishing. I've done the Western Desert. I've done the Northern Forest. I've done the Western Grasslands. Haven't done the Swamp, but who would? It's also not an actual start area. But I've never done the Dune Sea here. I've never dealt with Arrakis and all of its challenges. So, yep, that's what we're doing. I am going to be building probably everything above the dunes. So we're going to be talking highway networks and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I've been playing since update 0.15, 1.8, something like that. I've done 2 starts in the Rocky Desert, but never in the Dune Sea here. So, yep, it's going to be a fun one. So you're actually into 1.2 now? Did you do your scramble and all that fun stuff? Where was I going? Cable. I was waiting for cable. I'm gonna grab some more wire. That way I can hand make cable. And let's head back. We'll grab some iron plate. Actually, should bridge these guys now. Oh, good. I gotta find Caterium. Iron plate. And grab the screws. Experienced my first thunderstorm while I was out exploring, and it was awesome. Yeah, I haven't had any thunderstorms yet. Oh, did not want to grab all of those screws. Yes, because rain is finally back. I have missed rain since update 5. I've wanted rain back. So I'm very happy that they're bringing the weather back in, and just all kinds of, they've done things. Phase 4 and 5. Yep, those are the tough ones. Those are the big builds. I kind of want to get my tickets going sooner than later, because I haven't confirmed it yet. Again, whenever we get a new release, I tend to ignore all of the, hey, this is what's new, because I want to discover stuff in this game myself. I've been playing the game for a lot, thousands of hours, so I kind of want to discover what's going on my own. Where'd all my concrete go? Oh, those are screws. So yeah, but I think and please, no spoilers. One of the more exciting things is half walls and quarter walls and partial walls, 1x1 walls. Please, 1x1 wall segments. There's so many things in my buildings that I could have done better if I just had better wall space. It's one of the go-to mods that I'm using. And again, I'm doing this entirely in vanilla this again. Mostly because my favorite mods, quality of life mods, they keep adding to the damn game, so bonus me. What am I making? Why am I making screws? I need to make cable. Me. Thank you much, buddy. We'll talk to you later, and yeah, I'm going to be wrapping up pretty quick here anyway, so we'll see you next time. Thank you for joining us. Me. Thanks for hanging out, bud. How many cables do I need? I don't remember. Well, certainly gonna need that many. How many do we need? Okay, that should be enough now to release the Kraken. There we go.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve FICSIT company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. FICSIT cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
And on that, folks, thanks again for joining us. We're going to call it here. We've got some pretty good milestones reached. We got our assemblers ready to go. We can finally start thinking about getting our space elevator up. We got power. Yeah, actually a pretty good productive day overall. On everything that is going to be completely and utterly removed at some point in the future. Yeah, all of this is going. I'm not keeping any of it in place. Maybe. Actually, you know what? Once I unlock the Dimensional Depot, there is no reason. I could just kind of basically box everything up and leave it alone. Anyway, but that's going to be it for today. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. And spending your precious time joining me. I hope you enjoy what you're watching. And I really do appreciate you spending, time is precious. And I really do appreciate you hanging out here. Shout out to Lee Barron, channel member. Thank you, buddy, for your ongoing support. Thank you guys for your ongoing support. But until next time, have yourself a great day. Stay safe out there. Be good out there. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.